Poo,
Oh,
poo, poo,
Not
poo.
Near Mint says going live in a minute. Hey, Not
Yeah.
Near Mint, thanks for joining us today.
Thanks.
Hey,
I'm not
Tacoma.
near minute. Oh,
Hello,
Tacoma's
lady.
here. Hey, Tacoma. And Lady Fantastic's also here. Sweet. It's a bitchin' group.
All right.
Yeah.
Good to see you all.
Oh, yes.
Okay, can I say something talking about pitching groups?
Yep.
The Teachers Lounge was back on last night, I noticed.
Kirk and Grodd? No,
Can you actually go
Todd.
live?
Todd.
The Gorilla. That's not a far stretch, right? I mean,
Right.
Gorilla
The
Grodd, Gorilla
Gorilla
Todd. It's not like
Yeah. It's not super
So-
it's
bad.
not like you got
I
your
was
apes and your
waiting
monkeys.
in Comics on the Mind channel for about a good 15, 17 minutes, and then went, I guess it's not going live tonight. So it happened on Gorilla Todd's channel.
Yeah, I guess so.
Well, I just sent him a link.
Oh, who? Kirk?
Yeah.
Yay!
Oh, sweet. I haven't
Yeah,
seen
that'd
him
be
in a
cool if
while.
he can come on. So, no lie, man. There were some pretty badass books in the 50-cent bin today.
Oh yeah.
Like some Bronze Age ones. Hey, what's up, Silver Knight Kyle? Hope you're doing well.
A freaking great name.
Oh, yeah.
Silver Knight Kyle. Like a 70s Lothario. I love it.
I don't know what the fuck that was. Oh, yes, I do.
I'm going to be going back and forth between DC and Marvel.
Okay.
A lot of full runs, or nearly full runs, or ones that I'm working on.
Well, so who wants to show their chunk first?
I can show a little chunk.
Show us a chunk.
I have no problem doing that. I'm going to join our show so I can click on these people that I don't know and sub them up because I haven't done like the subbing up thing. So I'm going to sub up. I'm going to go to channel. Hey, Nicholas, Rue's not upstairs with mommy. Can you go find her? We don't know where our dog is, but that's okay. So I'm subscribing to Silver Knight Kyle. Boom. There we go. Oh, you got 81 subscribers, Kyle, not the 80 that you originally thought when you woke up this morning. So I got this back. I left this at my LCS last week. This is all the comics that I'm missing. So, for example, in the Usagi Yojimbo Dark Horse run, I'm missing these books, and so like I finally forgot about CLZ app. I hate that. But then I lost this book, or I didn't lose it. I left it at the LCS. Luckily, my LCS guy is cool, and he actually went out of his way. What's up, Southern?
What's up, buddy?
He went out of his way to message me on Instagram. He's like, "Hey, I think you left your detective notebook here." I was like, "Yes, sir." So I don't even know where someone. Oh no, I know where these are from. So over the weekend, Sunday, we drove out to the desert. My friend, what's it called? Dave and I, and we met Gianna, her husband, out there, camped in kind of the middle of nowhere, a place called Vantage, Washington. And we went rock climbing the next day. But the morning or the drive out there, we stopped at this place called Thorpe. And Thorpe is one of those places. It's got like a gas station that's massive with like a coffee shop inside and other things inside. And upstairs is an antique store. And my friend Gianna, she had sent me a picture of comic books. And so it's like one of those antique stores that has several different stalls owned by different people. So they had some comic books there. And I mean, about 20, 30 short boxes or long boxes. Everything was separated and like it wasn't quite alphabetical, but it was really nicely bagged and board. Everything was a lot of good keys and everything was way overpriced. It was not like a hunter's paradise. So it was a lot of like cool in the middle of nowhere, this little town who has like, hey, let's put a gas station on the freeway because people pass by us a lot and let's build an antique shop. But I found a few things that I thought were worth it. So I collected these Wizard books, and there's a few I didn't have. I think I didn't have them. I'm not sure. So I got them at the COAs. So I picked up 4 of them.
Those
got
are cool.
coffee, and they were only for like $4.50 each. And I usually price these at about $5. Like I won't spend more than $5 a piece on them. Some of the artwork is very 90s, and goofy, but it's pretty cool. I dig it. I just, we've talked about this before, especially with you two. It's the concept of collecting, of completing a mission, of like finishing a run. Like I want to get all the Wizard half issues for no particular reason, other than I
Yes.
found 6 of them once for cheap, and now I got it.
I'm obsessed. Yeah. Now
So yeah, so that was cool. I'll finish my chunk here. You'll like this, lady. So I went to that LCS again, and he had gotten a collection in from somebody, and the collection was unbelievably good in what he had. So I was super stoked. This woman, I would have loved to meet her. She collects really, really, really great stuff and has great taste. And one of the things she had was Squirrel Girl. So I was able to not complete, but knock off a big chunk of my Squirrel Girl. And I was going to save this for later, but it was part of the same purchase. So I put all the Squirrel Girl up there.
you know who has a complete run of Squirrel Girl Volume 1 and 2 and of Moon Girl and Devil Dinosaur?
You do. I'm trying to be like you. I'm trying to get there. I'm just not there yet. So first, I grabbed Edge of Spider-Verse #2, and I put it up. And I said, "We're going to do layaway on this. We'll talk."
Yeah, I
about
don't have one of those.
What's that?
I said I don't have one of those.
So that's the one thing that I don't have that I need. But then I put these 3 books up there. Let me just grab them out. And I said, "Give me a price." And he gave me a ridiculously good price. I already own those 3, and I've already sold them. So my wife's a little mad because I took my comic book money is also our Vegas money for July, because she likes to use my comic book money for family thing. Crazy woman. But I've already sold them to make my money back and then some. But what was cool is he just threw these in. Like he quoted me the price.
Yeah.
Right. And then he charged me for 2 G.I. Joe that I'll show my next round, but he didn't charge me for the Squirrel Girl. So I got.
They're hard to find, dude.
I'm not even going to call out just to show how cool these are. They are, man. They were low print, and it's a great run to have. So, and if you haven't read this, like,
funny,
Marvel was famous, for editor's notes back in the day, right? And they took that idea, Henderson and what's her name? His name. Ryan North took that idea of like editor's notes, and there's so much meta commentary in this book on everything. Like every page, there's a little note at the bottom referencing something. It's a really well written, fun run. I know that some people like Squirrel Girl, some people mock her. I wouldn't mock her because she's got like Koi Boy and other henchmen that could come after you. But
kick your butt.
Yeah, chewing butts. I got to get the chewing butts and kicking nuts variants. That's what I don't have. If somebody ever
it's eats nuts, kicks butts.
Sorry. See, because I don't have it. If I had it, I would know it.
I look at it every day, so I can remember. So if I ever come on a show, I'll know what to say.
Shout out to Destiny City Comics. I mean, most places, even if you found these at half price, that's like, 12 books, 10 books, that's $20, and I ain't finding them at half price. Not in that quantity, not in that condition.
It's usually $50.
Yeah, so I'm super psyched. And I've got more of my Squirrel Girl knocked off the list. I'm just going to open to a random page and pretend that's a Squirrel Girl list and be like, see, I don't want to waste your time looking for it. But I'm excited, man. It was really, really good. So.
Man, yeah, it's good stuff. All right, Rob, you want to chunkify us? I'm taking that.
I think I can chunkify.
All right. Chonkin.
Oh, yes is good. So here we go. A couple of these were some stealth pickups. I picked this up today. Most of these at a place called Phil's Comics.
I like
in Broward.
Stealth buy. Stealth buys are the best buys. Ooh.
This would be the first appearance of Razor Fist. Now, if only I could get a first appearance of,
Iron Fist.
Yeah.
I have Iron Fist.
I was about to say, I bet you have Iron Fist.
Yeah, and signed by, like, John Byrne. He's got...
Oh, that one's the first White Tiger in the Kung Fu special.
But it's still badass, and it's Iron Fist on the cover.
Yeah, it is. All right, so I picked up some Superman today, so I'm going to start with just the Superman. I don't know how long we're going to be going tonight, so let's start with Superman. DC Comics. This is the first appearance of Black Rock.
Very cool.
Cool little bronze book. I haven't read it. It just went straight into Mylar right away because I was at my dad's. And since he likes to talk about sports, and I love my dad, but I can only take sports so long before I'm like, yep, bagging and boarding comics. Like this is the first Faya L. I don't know how to pronounce it exactly. It's one of the Kryptonian bad guys, and this thing's been like blowing up lately. Got it for $3.50. I almost felt like you, lady, in a manly way. I guess I don't know. I don't care. I have the comic. I feel good. That's all that matters.
I don't know what that means.
Neither do I. This is the
right.
first appearance of Hive. They've been using this lately in some of the Bendis run, which I know, but still, they're using it. And if they use it over and over, it might as well at least grab it.
Your sound is going in and out.
Is it?
I don't know. Yeah.
But we're hearing
this better.
We're hearing the important words.
Yeah, that's good.
Okay, I'm gonna try staying a little bit closer to the microphone now.
What's up, Funk?
Because this is going to be the most important books.
Yo,
Superman by Neil Adams.
Oh, nice.
It's a good
one. They did not have issue 4.
Shy away from making a statement.
What was that?
So he didn't shy away. Like there's nothing subtle about Neil Adams' art. I don't mean that as like a taken away. That's a compliment. Like he's in your face with these great, classic looks
and grimaces, and yeah.
This one's a little bit more minimal.
What number is that?
They're all consecutive. This is 235. I don't have the 233. That's the one where it has the number 1 bullet and he's breaking out of the chains.
What's the earliest one you have?
Issue 7.
Damn.
That one's signed by Joe Shuster.
Yeah. Nah, it's cool. I like that. Those are some pretty badass 15 centers. If I do say so myself.
And all of these were about between $8 to $10. And since I've always wanted that Neil Adams classic cover where he's breaking out of the chains, I'll get it eventually. But, I'm like the dog in the movie Up. Squirrel. Like you'll see some of these series here where I will eventually finish them. I started some of these because of Lady. But Neil Adams. Squirrel. Yeah, I'm going to have to pick that up.
Wow.
Nice.
Oh, a failure cover. Especially if you're me, Rob Worst. Superman fails.
That's clean.
Yeah, it is. I have a lot of good Superman books. I should probably try and work on more of the Superman.
Don't invest anymore in DC. Just take my word for it.
I know.
Not trying to be a dick.
You've done enough for them, Rob. You've done enough for them.
It's same with the Spawn. Cut it out.
I like Superman, and this is the first Terraman. This was a $4 book,
and it's beautiful. I can't knock that.
All right. And just one Marvel, and I'm going to throw it over to you because I have like 2 really big stacks here. Not a key or anything, but I'm working on my Avengers, and now I have a pretty good run all the way up to all the way to 200. I just need that 199 now.
Oh,
good alliteration on that one.
Very nicely done. Cool.
Thank you very much.
All right. So then that is me. And I'll go here. All right. So the first 3 I got from Barbarian Kung Fu. They are when Hulk battles Juggernaut, and so that's issue 402, issue 403, and issue 404. So I was just really it got some Avengers crossover. These are awesome. Super happy with what I got. I also got a What If number 1 from him, but I put it up already. This came in from eBay. badass Charlton mini ghost of Dr. Graves number
wow.
60. Like that is wicked art, bro. And this thing for a Charlton is in really nice shape. And this I needed to pick up a couple of Avengers books off eBay, and the seller had this as well for like $2.38 or something. And I was like, oh yeah, this is mine.
Nice.
Yeah. And so one of the books I needed Avengers 208. So yeah. And then issue 217. But then it also came with this. Do you need a 238, Rob? Because if you do, you can have this one.
Let me see the cover.
It's got,
Yes, I definitely need that one. I don't have it.
okay. I got this will be my third copy. So good.
Definitely.
I picked up the second print of Black Panther number 5. Interesting. It looks like they're using the page art to make the covers for the second prints, or interior art, as it were. Sorry. These are ones that I picked up at my LCS. I picked up a Champions number 7 newest Griffin or something like that. Yuri Petrovich or something. I can't remember. It has to do with
Oh, I know somebody who's got a full Champions run from the original series.
who? You?
Uh-huh.
I've got the whole Champions run, the new like 2018 series.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, nice.
Found this at the LCS today, okay?
That's a great cover. It's such a great cover.
That looks sharp, especially for newsstand.
It's not sharp at all.
No. Don't say anything. It looks sharp. It looks sharp.
Well, the good thing is
you're not selling it. You don't have to do a spine slide.
Well, I'm not going to get rid of it. Cost me a $5. They had this one for $5, and I was like, "Give it to me, baby." But then this is the one, and this one's in nice shape. 150. That's the one.
That book has soared in the last 5 years.
Yeah, it has.
Yeah.
I have a tear in mine, paid about $10 for it, and wish I would have gotten a better condition copy.
So
that's nice.
I have a nicer copy now, but that's one of the comics that like I remember from being a kid because I just loved the story.
So wicked.
When Doom arrives at Morgana Le Fay's castle, he's concerned that there's no like guards, so he takes out his he breaks the pommel off his horse's saddle and he throws it, and it drops through what it turns out to be a like mystic projection of the drawbridge. Then he realizes that there is no drawbridge there and that you would fall into like the moat below, so he flies to the castle. I just like I remember like things like that seared in my brain. I remember that issue so well.
This was okay. This was actually this one I found in the 50-cent bin today. 171. It's like, hell yeah, man. I'll do 50 cents for this all day. This is one that I bought from like back issue bin. Marvel Tales 90 with the Beast. I'm an X-Men fan, and I've always loved this one, the one where Aunt May becomes the Herald of Galactus.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, it's great. And then they had this in the back issue bins like a couple of days ago, so I picked that up. And then today I found this in the 50-cent bin. So that was 129, and this is 130. So I thought it was pretty cool right there.
Who does the artwork on that?
Who's on the artwork? It's John Romita Jr. and Austin. Yeah, JR. Back when he was decent. This was a 50-cent bin, Rachel. This Marvel 2-in-1 thing in Ben Grimm, issue 100. And it's a thick fatty. So that'll be my first chunk that I'll show you guys, and then I'll show my second chunk next. So we'll go back to Mr. T.
Your chunk timing is perfect because otherwise I would be taking the dog out, but I got my son to take him out using the fact that I was live as an excuse. Vincenzo. All right.
Stuff
So
Vincenzo.
I purchased this. I lost a lot of money to Mr. Comics 89. And I'll tell you why in a moment. So I purchased this from him because I got like a bunch of them, and then I'm like, all right, now I got to do the run. So there's Immortal Hulk #1. Um, but beyond that, I got this back because I had sold him my super clean copy of this, but I sent him this one, which is my newsstand copy that I've had in my possession for 30 years. So
That's
this is like
awesome.
this is my original copy. So he opened it live on YouTube. It doesn't quite look like the 9.4 Tacoma said it was. And then he turns it over and he's like, there's this big color rub and stuff. And he's like, well, and he was kind of being nice to me, but I could see that he was really cursing me under his breath, which I don't blame him for. Um, he's like, I guess it's okay. And I'm like, it's not a book. And so I just have like this mess laying down here. And so I must have just sent in the wrong book. So then luckily, since I purchased something from him, um, like he just sent, he could ship my book back, and I shipped the proper book to him, and it's all good. And he's got a nice copy because he's a huge fan. And I got my original back, which is what I really wanted. I've also got the second print laying around here somewhere. But if this, like that Iron Man that lady had, is just great story, great story. What probably my favorite individual Marvel story ever, actually. All right, got a mystery pack of Star Wars price because my shop overprices their mystery packs, but I knew that I needed Purge of the Tyrant's Fist #1, so I got it. Enough said. I don't think I have this, but what I did notice is my all new Wolverine run isn't listed in my book of things that I'm missing. So I picked this up. Good night, Bear. Just assuming I needed it. And if I don't need it, I can sell it. But I think I needed it. Finishing up the original Dark Horse Star Wars run. This was a junky one I found somewhere for like $1 or whatever, just beat up, but I'm collecting G.I. Joe.
Yeah, sorry. I was
And
just
this
going to
was
say I threw her 1 or 2 in your stack that you needed.
Oh, sweet. So this is the other thing I paid for at the LCS.
Oh, that's a later one, isn't
121
it?
is later issue
120.
newsstand,
Yeah.
yeah.
What does it go
And
to?
then
Like 140 something?
155, I think. I think it's
One.
155.
Okay.
And then this
Yeah,
is
Joe. That's why.
148. So he had $30 on this, but he gave me such a good deal on those Miss Marvels. I'm like, yeah, $30. So he didn't charge me with the Squirrel Girl, but he charged me for the G.I. Joes, which I thought was totally fair. More than fair,
Yeah.
I don't know where I got this from. I got to look. Because I'm close to finishing Kelly Sue's run on Avengers Assemble. This was not from that pile of signed ones that I got the other day.
Yeah, that was rad.
And then finish off this chunk. I have some of these, I'm sure, but I didn't get into this box. By the way, I'm dropping a lot of hints amongst the mess in my room and not being able to find things, and there's a reason for that, and we're going to get up to it soon. But just my ElfQuest, my Hidden Years, some which I may have, some which I may not, and so these are great ones to go to like students if I do have on my student box of comics at school.
You're getting compliments
Blood
about
of 10 Chiefs.
You're getting compliments about your room layout.
Oh, thank you. Well, it's getting better. New Blood. So these are just later series after I stopped reading like the original 4 or 5 ElfQuest runs. These are like the 5th, 6th, and 7th ElfQuest, and so I'm low key trying to like collect those. So that's the end of my second chunk.
All right. Well, since Rob isn't here, I'll do my chunk. This is yeah, all of these. The second chunk, it's all 50-cent bin books that I found. Yeah. Well, and really, I'm going up. They're 49 cents. So, found this one today, issue 19 of Invaders. Now, mind you,
nice.
really crappy shape. But
They
dude,
usually are.
it's
I
fucking
collect invaders, and it's hard to find them in good shape.
yeah, very true. And then they also had issue 31.
Love that Frankenstein with a swastika. And
Yeah,
don't
and
even
that's
know,
a Whitman.
don't even know what to say.
Yeah, I know. It's the most random thing ever. A Frankenstein Hitler. Okay, why not? Then I found another one of these in the 50-cent bin. I'll pick it up every time. Is early Alpha Flight, John Byrne, Alpha Flight 5. This I picked up. I'm usually not big into the reprints, but since this was a thing in Hulk fight, I picked up this Marvel Superheroes featuring Incredible Hulk number 74. It's because I love it. Man, they also had this in the 50-cent bin. It's not in perfect shape, but Hulk Annual number 12. I love this one. This the era that they did all of like the different characters on this.
Oh,
And
nice.
then Black Knight number 3 newsstand. I found issues 2 and 4, so like 2, 3, and 4. Man, all I need to find now is an issue 1, and then a Quasar 25.
Nice.
Yeah, that's Greg Capullo art right there, and crap, sorry. Also a Silver Surfer Annual number 1. Um, And check this out. Have you ever heard of this Tacoma? Because I haven't. But I found this in the 50-cent bin, and
Yes,
it was
that's
like,
Stephanie Hans. So it's a James
no,
Patterson.
it's not. That's Yasmin Putri.
Okay, so like there's issues 1 and 3 and 4, Stephanie Hans. Yeah,
Okay.
it's a James Patterson novel that they made into a Marvel Comics that went like uh it went 4 issues or something, and the first one has like a free comic book day version that's also Stephanie Hans.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. Yes, Vincenzo. It was 50 cents. That Hulk annual. This. Let's see. Where was it? Yeah, this was in the 50-cent bin. It's not in the best shape, but I mean, I'll pick it up for 50 cents any day. No, low grade is better than no grade. Also, this was in the 50-cent bin, and it is in like near mint. But it is Future Imperfect number 1. It's just a great Hulk story, and this is
Oh, sweet.
Greg Land art. Um, you know, Greg Land's one of the bestie best. Oh, Rob's here. Kaboom!
Hey,
And
Sorry about that.
I have
Vincenzo is not showing up. Like I'm looking at it in StreamYard, I'm seeing his comics. I'm looking at it on YouTube, and I don't see Vincenzo's comics. I'm wondering if like I blocked him 8 years ago for some reason, or
he
I don't
blocked
know,
you. He
or he
blocked
blocked
you
me.
because he can't stand you.
But he
Um,
likes my room. But he likes my room.
oh yeah, that's true. I just spun a false narrative.
Vincenzo, I got nothing against you, but I can't see your comments.
Um, but anyways, this was a 50 cent. This was in
Oh,
50 cent. What if? And Rob, do you have this one?
I'm pretty sure I do not have that one.
Are
I
you?
have all of Fallen Sun, but I never got the what if on that.
Yeah, you can have this if you want because it's a double. But yeah, 50 cents. I'm never gonna leave like a what if. And this was also in the 50-cent bin. New Avengers 4. And I was like, okay, yeah, sure, why not? I'll do it. And oh, I love a good promotional. This was one of the best promotionals I've ever found. Supergirl
oh wow.
with Humpty Dumpty. And
Oh no, in cooperation with the U.S. Department of Transportation, National Self Safety Belt. That's awesome.
yeah, and in this first page, it's a big picture of Elizabeth Dole. Not even fucking with you.
Why
Good
not?
times. I love promotional things, dude. I just love the promo stuff. And last comic, this was in the 50-cent bin. DC
Yeah.
Comics,
Nice.
Marvel, Superman, and Madame Xanadu. That's rad. Come on.
Gray and Morrow.
Yeah. But anyways, that's my that was my 50-cent bin haul. So, you know, those Iron Mans were not 50 cents. The 171 was, but the 149 and 150 weren't. Okay.
Yeah. At the Parents
You're
Music
probably
Resource
shadow
Center.
banned.
I remember that. They're the ones who went after. I don't know, man.
What's
I'll
PMRC?
shove them up and see.
I don't know what that means, but that's okay because we're here
Parents
for
Music
comics.
Resource Center. That was the group in the 80s that like Bob Dole's wife and Al Gore's wife, as a matter of fact, were on it, and they all got their panties in a twist. They went after Jello Biafra and Dead Kennedys, sued him in court, broke up the Dead Kennedys basically because of it, because they had an H.R. Giger poster. I think I can't remember what the name of the artwork was. It's called like Flying Penises or something. And they like arrested a record store owner for distributing harmful material to minors.
That sounds
I
like
was
a bunch of old pluck-ins
so
with nothing
yeah,
better
that's
to
what
do.
PMRC.
This is why we need certain kind of legal groups to protect comic stores and creators against that, especially when they're just as weird as Deadpool. Encyclopedia Deadpool.
Encyclopedia Deadpool.
This thing is really hard to find, and I'm glad I finally got to pick this up today. I wound up finishing off a lot of my Deadpool first run. I'm not going to bother showing it all. I wound up showing most of it the other week. This is another one of those hard to find.
Deadpool. That one. So here's Elizabeth Dole.
Oh,
thank you, Kyle.
Blow up, blow up.
Since I became the Secretary of Transportation in 1983, highway safety, as well as safety across all modes of transportation, has been my number one priority. Did you know that most of us can expect to be in an automobile accident at least once in our lives? Every 10 seconds, someone is injured in a crash, and every 10 minutes, someone is killed. But if you use your safety belt, you can more than double your chances of surviving. Please take the advice of Supergirl and Vince and Larry. Buckle up and get your family and friends to do the fucking same. Elizabeth Hanford Dole.
You just had that lying around?
What?
Oh my God, that's why, because the first page.
Yeah, it was.
So you were gone when she was showing where that was from.
And then on the back, there's like a little
safety game you could play.
Okay. Anyway, sorry, Rob, for interrupting.
It's okay, because we're going to go total feminism with Defenders issue 64.
Loves it.
Valkyrie. Don't piss her off if you're a man. I didn't have the first issue of this, despite the fact that they have a whole volume 2. So first issue, Fallen Angels.
I never had that.
It was $3. Why not? This I didn't have either. This is an annual of Fantastic Four. Doctor Doom.
Is that one 17 or 15?
I think it's 15.
15. Because I have that one and like one more.
Nice.
What is DK knowledge? Dead Kennedys? Oh, got it.
Yeah.
I have issue 1, 2, 5, and 6. So here's Ghost Rider issue 3.
Nice.
Fighting Death Watch.
Comics and punk music's not a bad thing to
4.
talk about. Cool.
Oh, if you could all talk punk music, I'm sure that he'd like Spider Punk. Oh wait. There's a punk. Wonder Man.
That one's starting to catch some heat.
This was $4.
Well, I'm glad you
$3.50 actually,
because it is starting to heat up.
This was $5.
Damn, what is that?
That is issue 23. That is an early Deadpool appearance with Daredevil in his wacky ass iron suit.
What are you gonna do?
It was $5. I'll pick that up all day. Okay, here comes.
What's up, Sleepy?
Sleepy Reader. Here comes some Thor with Mangog.
Oh, That's pretty.
That is
When
nice
dies
shape
in
too.
Odin, is he deep into Odin sleep?
Sleep dead. I guess this is when you find out. Oh, he sleeps for a really long time, but really
I'm
long
calling
time in
Odin
comics is
sleep.
subjective. This is a fight with
Ooh.
Fire Lord.
I want
Nice.
225 really bad, but it's just like blowing up.
Get it sooner rather than later. Here is the first Red Norvell, and you'll see why that's important in a minute. Because Red Norvell decides to go ahead and become the next Thor, which doesn't last long because he's killed about an issue or so later. But he comes back and is wound up killed all over again by Donald Blake when he goes fucking crazy in his Donny Cates run.
Isn't like Mangog like the physical manifestation of all like ill will and evil of men? Some shit.
Oh, his Mangog is the manifestation of billions of extinct people and their anger and hatred all manifested into this creature, and even Odin is afraid of it. And I see what you're asking, Vincenzo. What's my ASM collection like? You're about to see towards the end of the show some of the ones that I picked up from earlier this week, ASM. So stay tuned later. Here's the rest of some of the Thor that I picked up. Well, the last of the Thor that I picked up. First, Ta Lo. And he still had this marked at $3.50.
That is badass. That's an Indian god.
Thank you, Brian, at Take the Time Collectibles over on Instagram. But it's Phil's Comics over in Broward. And here's a couple more pickups because I realized I had the variant that's like $150 that I paid cover price way back when because they didn't care as much about some of these.
What
variants.
kind of
But
variant?
here's the second print.
Oh,
nice.
I have that 1 in 100 one, but I have that in another box when I was doing my No More Mutants.
Oh, Lord.
And this is the third print, and it's the first print variant of this that I have in color. But that would be the first appearance of James Hudson, and James Hudson is son of Wolverine in Ultimate Universe because they killed him off in Ultimate.
Kind of weird, that story. Are you ready? Are you done? Are you finished?
I can show a few more. Someone was asking about. No, I'll do that towards the end. Should I show the Jungle Action and then jump it over to Tacoma?
Yeah.
I know this is a little old hat because Lady has the entire run, and well, she inspired me to get it. So I'm still waiting for the issue 6, which hopefully will come tomorrow or Monday. Jungle Action. Here's the first appearance of Venom, and also different Venom. But this is also the second appearance of Killmonger.
And it's also a Mark Jewelers.
Wow, I can't believe I actually
got Isn't that the one that you showed?
Oh, no. This is the one right here. This is the Mark Jewelers because I don't know how well you can see it, but
I know, but we take your word for it. You sent pictures.
Hard to see. This one is issue 8. Lord Karnak or something.
Oh, nice.
That one.
Cobb.
Yeah, that one's a really cool.
I still need to get the lady. What the hell is it?
Issue 18?
Issue 17. Is that it? Madam Slay. I still need that. And I still need all the clan ones except for
Madam Slay was issue 18.
Yeah, I don't have that either. Carnage.
So in issue, I think the two Jungle Actions people should look out for are issues 8 and 10. Because like 8, it has like the whole map of Wakanda. It tells a lot about the Bast, the god Bast. And then 10 has like a Bast origin. So just saying. Issues 8 and 10, the Jungle Action, are the cool.
Funny thing about these Jungle Action, I got it in a late night auction win, and it was $60. When I was looking about a year ago when Lady was first talking about this, there was some dude on eBay that wanted $999, and he would fluctuate between that and $795. By the time I finish with this, it's probably going to be under four.
And so you bought like a whole stack of them for
Well,
off
this
eBay?
was a lot from eBay. Yes.
That's some good right there. 21.
Nice.
Mm-hmm.
This one's a little beat up, but I'm okay. Oh, I can find another one day.
Mm-hmm. That's the iconic one.
Mm-hmm. That's got to be Kirby, right?
No.
Burn.
Burn.
I love this. I want it on a shirt, just like somebody we know who I wish would join us, but I'm pretty sure he's got to work.
Oh.
And the last issue.
24.
There you go. And I'll end it there.
I think that's the first appearance of that Wind Eagle character. So that's
Do they
also.
use him again much?
Wind Eagle, yeah.
I can see him at all, dude. Yeah, all right. Tacoma, you got some. You show us what you're working with.
All right, so We Live, number 1, 4th print. Got that for $2 at half price. I haven't read it yet.
Turd.
This one will be on tomorrow. I might keep this. I don't know, but
that's always fun.
Dark Claw. Yeah. Came with that. Just kind of cool. Got that for $2. So I was like, all right, I can deal. Actually, I got that for $1. Which is pretty cool. Picked up another copy of this because I think somewhere down the road this is going to be big.
Dude, it's already at like a $20 book now.
All right. Well, there you go. You know why I got this? I think I was missing this.
That is a great book.
Such
a great cover.
Miles and Kamala. Which, by the way, if you have not seen Miss Marvel, please stop watching us and go watch it because, there's a little dent on it. Damn. It was such an incredible joy of a show. Just wonderful to see.
A delight.
A delight. They did some things visually and cinematographically, whatever that word might be, with the cameras. That was just beyond the show being good. It was just amazing.
Yeah.
So I'm not a DC guy, but I do kind of crush on Crush. I dig Crush's aesthetic, and I don't know why. I don't think that I've read much of any Crush comics, though I now think I've got this whole series. So this is like 3 through 8, and I think I already had 1 and 2. But I don't know. I kind of low key think Crush is a cool looking character. So I picked up Crush and Lobo.
All right.
1 through 8. I got some cool Teen Titans B covers with like Crush on the cover. I dig those. Yeah. I always thought Lobo was a little bit of a joke of a character, and I think that's intentional, but I dig on Crush. I don't actually want to read these because then I'll get disappointed in like how awesome I think she is compared to how she's portrayed. But I dig on Crush. And the rest of these are just some randoms. I don't know where they're from. I don't know if I've shown them before, but here's Doctor Strange 19.
Very cool.
Here's Doctor Who number 2, featuring Tom Baker, and that is not an accurate portrayal of his scarf colors. I just have to tell you. If you want an accurate portrayal of his scarf colors and an accurate length,
you have the scarf.
My wife made me the scarf for my birthday quite a few years ago. So yeah, I have my Tom Baker scarf, all 17 and a half feet of it, with much more accurate colors than on the cover of the Doctor Who comic. Marvel holiday specials, because I always pick up a little Santa if I can find it.
Super fun.
Got a little G.I. Joe. Just another G.I. Joe I need. And then finally, another series I'm starting to collect because of the artwork on the cover. This is issue 2 of Elektra Assassin. Very Charles Bronson-esque looking cover by Bill Sienkiewicz. And that is my last. Come back to me next. I'll tell you what I'm all excited about. And thank you, by the way, for not thank you, but Kyle. That sounds really, really awesome. The Clash sign or Mick Jones sign 2000 AD.
Oh man, my cat is a mess.
Aw.
She bugging out.
She like jumped on top of me and like stuck out her little butt, and then like I got under her and her little magic jelly bean bag of fat that hangs down. I started slapping it, and she was just like,
What are you doing?
"Oh my god, I'm a crazy cat lady."
Nothing wrong with that. I have a cat over here sleeping. I'm better with that than climbing all over the room.
She's a good girl. She bakes me biscuits. Is that so? You done showing your shit, right? Okay, cool. Sorry.
Done.
All right.
Yes.
I'm
Got
I'm
sidetracked.
I'm done. I'm cool.
I have one more stack.
All right, Rob. Show
Go
us
for
what
it,
you're
Rob.
working with.
It's DC though, so this is sorry not sorry. I already had the first appearance of Power Girl because I got this years ago and got it for about maybe $40.
I mean, that's still cool.
This thing blew the hell up, and I'm glad because we always like Power Girl, and I guess her boob window. And the funny thing is, Joe Stanton would make it larger and larger with each consecutive issue, and hope that the editors wouldn't notice. There is Power Girl in her second appearance. I wound up picking up after the 58 that I had. This was in a run, not a lot, but like a run, but they called it a lot. And the whole thing was $32.
Nice.
And the funny thing is, two of these issues are really big issues because one of them is the first cameo appearance of Huntress, which I just got the first one a few weeks back, and
Oh, wow.
that one's hard to find now, and you'll see it coming up in a minute. And the other one's the very final issue of this, which is hard as hell to find. Rob, as you are such a Spidey fan, I thought you might find it of interest that I possess the Bob Layton not to be sold advanced copy of Spectacular Spider-Man 65. Nice. I would like to see that. I'm not on Instagram, but I am on Twitter. Just look me up at Rob Worst.
That's really cool. I love Bob Layton. I mean, he was just like the Iron Man king. And
Yeah.
Armor Wars, man.
This was a series that picked back up after it ended in 1951 with all the different Golden Age JSA members. So they resurrect them here. And a lot of what we're seeing on the CW, they're kind of taking a little bit off some of this.
There was a shit ton of bronze DC in the bin today.
I don't pick up all DC, but there's
I wouldn't
certain
know
ones.
a key. I wouldn't know a DC key if it kicked me in the face.
How about this one?
Nope. I don't know why.
Introducing the Huntress for a book that is supposed to be her cameo first appearance. The thing is that this and DC Super, I think it's DC Super Special issue 16, both came out at the exact same week. So it's both technically her first appearance.
That's cool. That's interesting,
nice.
Silver Knight Kyle.
But the other one's worth more. Layton grew up near walking distance to me here in Indianapolis, and most of his family are still around here.
Le Bub.
Coming to the end of this series.
More my LCSs. Vincenzo, I'm in Nashville, and there are quite a few honey holes in this town and in the surrounding areas. And if you ever come, just hit me up and I'll let you in on the little secrets.
Yeah, she really knows the spots. This is the final issue. This is hard as hell to find. And all of these were in pretty decent shape. They're all at least 6.5 to 7.5s. One or two of them were 8s. And let me grab real quick that issue 17. It's right there on the wall. And you'll see the first appearance of Huntress and why that one commands twice, sometimes 3 times the amount of money.
Do you have an IG, Vincenzo? I just entered my Instagram handle.
Ooh, there you go.
That's the one to find. All right. So you were asking before, Vincenzo, about Amazing Spider-Man. Well, I picked up a couple issues earlier this week. You might have seen it if you watch our show, Not Near Mint, which we do on Wednesdays at 10 p.m. Eastern every single week. Here's an issue 118. I think it's like the death of these bastards on the cover, and you really don't know who they are, and you never see them again. They appeared like 1 or 2 other times.
Did you see my email pop up? I'm not sure if it will show or not.
Yeah.
Copy that.
Okay.
I see it in StreamYard at least.
Yeah, just Vincenzo just hit me up. If you ever want to come to or end up in the Nashville area, absolutely. I'll name names.
Oh, what is this? I don't know. This was just a pickup earlier this week.
That little thing.
What's the little thing?
Oh, nice.
I already have somebody that's trying to get it from me. I'm like, I don't sell my comics. Oh, no, not sell. I'll trade you some of the earlier sub-issue 100. Okay, maybe now we'll talk. You'd never know it, but this is the funeral of Gwen Stacy.
Is that Luke Cage punch him in the face?
That it is. He's not super strong, but he is has skin made of steel for the most part. It's awesome. I love it. I have almost a full run of Power Man. I love it. This is the second appearance of the Man Wolf. Yeah, what's my ASM like? Getting there. I don't have a lot of sub 100s though. I don't have a 129. I don't have a 122. I do have a Black Cat. I do have all the Venom. I do have all the Carnage. This is the third appearance of Black Cat. If you could have any 3 comics that could be seen behind Rob, what 3 would they be? That's a good question. Because I'm about to show you the last 2 books, and now that might reevaluate your question. So I'll let you look behind me.
I want the FF 112 that I can see on the very bottom right in the middle.
I need the Taskmaster.
Okay, I got that. I don't need that.
I don't have a good Taskmaster.
I want the Black Knight, and I want the a move Rob. I want
go to the DC where no one cares apparently.
Is that a Sabretooth all the way in the back? I see it says Iron Fist. I can't see which one it is.
Yes.
Yeah. Yes, I'll take that, please. Are we just playing a game or is this for real?
Yeah, it's for real.
Totally for real.
Totally for real.
There you go.
Oh, nice. Wow, that's awesome.
Just remember, this shit doesn't happen overnight. I've been doing this for 35 years.
He's got a 180, but it's got no MVS.
No MVS. I still need a 181.
Wolverine?
Yes.
That's the first appearance.
Okay. Last 2 books. One I just picked up, and the other one's a mail call. The mail call is a sneaky sort of middle of the night pickup, and the person that listed it didn't list anything other than the title and the issue number. Maybe a little bit more description next time. But thank you, really. Here is issue number 5 of the Avengers.
Oh, wow.
That's beautiful.
Invasion of the Lava Men.
Issue number 5. This is maybe at least a 6.5. It's not, if it wasn't for right down there, but this is just a very nice copy. I just could not leave this behind at the shop. It was not cheap. It was not cheap.
But it's beautiful.
It's gorgeous. I love it so much. And it is now the earliest issue of Avengers I have until I get that, 4, 3, 2, 1. But I still want my Fantastic Four issue 5. So, who knows when I will pick up anything ever. but things I pick up on the cheap, I definitely
Oh,
will.
wow.
Oh, yeah. That's a
That's
tough
This.
one.
So the funny thing about this issue, this is the first appearance of Havoc in costume, but Havoc appeared before in issue number 56, and Havoc made an appearance before, but it's Alex Summers in issue 52. So wait,
What's your earliest
54,
AS
56, 58. My earliest issue of this is issue 50.
of ASM?
Oh, of Amazing Spider-Man, my earliest is issue 40.
There you go, Vincenzo 40.
My earliest X-Men is issue 50.
My earliest X-Men is 14.
All right, and that is it. Unless somebody wants to start
Mine's
looking at crap in the
54.
background, I say we wrap this puppy up. Land that
Yeah,
shit.
I'm cool.
I have one more cool thing to say, and it's just personal grail. I've been waiting 2+ years to get this, and I finally got the call. All that it was in, I got online last night, and I'll put it together tonight. But my second IKEA Calyx bookcase, so that I can put all those boxes and organize all those comics like the ones behind me. It's been out of stock at IKEA for literally, I kid you not, 2 years. And I don't really have many companies text me when an item becomes available. But this one, I said, yes, text me when it becomes available. I literally was on the toilet yesterday morning. I got the text. I paid for it, yelled to my wife, "What's my credit card number?" Tap, 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 tap. And then I went last night to IKEA up in Renton, picked it up, and I'm putting it together tonight. So I'm very
Very
happy.
cool, man.
Very,
Hey,
very happy.
yeah,
So,
it'll be. I want you to show pics too after you're done.
oh yeah, no, I'm gonna do a room tour soon, maybe this weekend. And oh, by the way, I can use this now to announce. Once I get the room together, I'm gonna start doing a bit more YouTubing other than just you selling. Um, and I'm going to start a series called "What Should You Read" or "What Haven't I Read," and it's going to be about like obscure things that you've read that are really good that not everybody's talking about. So if you've got like a series of, a little mini series or a little run that like isn't big, isn't key, that you think everybody should have, come on my show whenever I start my show, and we'll discuss it and we'll talk about it and we can show it off.
Hey, Tacoma, if you want to preview that, I don't exactly know what we have going on this Wednesday, but I don't think we have any guests. And if you want to preview that, we could show some books like that.
Yeah, could
I
could
can review by
also.
Wednesday for sure. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, come on, be a community. So sometimes, like, well, we have like we do episodes where it's a community member
Yes,
instead.
I've been the community member sometimes. So
Oh yeah,
yes,
okay. Well, do it again.
we'll do then. Let's do it,
We
man.
like people that have something to say, like
I
Dan over at Hood Rat Comics. Whenever Mr. Dan does that, holy crap, Delatorre knows his stuff, and I have to pay attention to Hood Rat's show every time that he pops up on there.
Have you met Dan yet, Tacoma?
He was on last time I was on here, like a
Okay,
couple
cool.
weeks ago, right? Yeah,
Yeah, yeah. I didn't know
yeah.
if you guys have met.
Yes.
We should all get together sometime too. He's really cool, man. He's got some big books. He's got like the first appearance of Iron Man, dude. It's
Oh
intense.
He has
wow.
it mounted on his wall back there, and we're going, yeah, that might be like a $3,000 book. I'm like, yeah, add another zero.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. So
It's like, oh, and
yeah.
he has Avengers one, X-Men one. He makes my collection look like garbage, but we have to remember we can't compare our collections because all our collections are just great the way they are. Just keep
Thank you,
saying.
Rob. Yes.
But anyways, man, thanks guys for coming. And do you guys have anything else you need to share with
I'm on Southern's
Don't die.
tomorrow morning. I'm gonna sling.
Oh yeah, I will be too.
Mhm.
We'll be on
There you go.
Southerns.
Rob doesn't sell his books.
Rob doesn't sell books yet. Anyways, like guys, take care. Have a good evening. Have a good weekend. Be safe. Wipe your booties front to back.